Hi everyone, this is Quad. Today I have something different for you than just a compilation of drops. It all started out of the need to find SOJ to farm my first Annie on this Necro. The most obvious place is to go to Nightmare Andariel, as she can only drop 3 unique rings, Nagel, Manalt and Stone of Jordan. However, the idea of farming her for over 1,000 runs without ability to get anything else useful was just not pleasing, although I might still need to do it, but that we will see later. And so I ventured on a quest to farm Hell Andy. As I'm going SSF, my weapon of choice was a Summon Necro Cinder, with a hefty 460 MF on a swap. All the runs were on players 3 to decrease no drop chance. About first 100 runs I was getting used to the farming, as I was sure it will take quite some time. With trial and error I settled on the Merc setup with Obedience in the F Cryptic Axe, Andariel's Visage and Treachery. I figured more hits with Crushing Blow will be better than just flat damage of Fortitude. Unlike with players 1, Andy had quite a health pool and CE was not dealing as much damage despite the fire part of it, especially corpses of Devilkins. So I decided to get as quickly as possible around 6 to 8 skellies and jump on her, while buffing them with battle orders. If any corpse would appear, I will use CE and then just playing dodgeball with her. And so it went for nearly 25 hours. 25 hours is a lot of time, so I listened to a bunch of podcasts, watched some streamers and so on. But one thought was not leaving me. Where are the drops? It was always known that Anti is your first farming spot. With some confusion I went to check the drop calc to verify my assumption. Can Hell Andy even drop anything useful? So I sorted the table by the rarity with my stats, and obviously there were runes up to low, but that is something unimaginable. And what I saw is that actually out of all the drops, these were the only good ones that I would be happy to find. I wanted to make a sort of research on what you can expect to get from her regularly, but obviously nowhere statistically accurate, as you would need thousands of people doing the same runs to get closer to the reality. Let's start with the easy ones. I haven't found a single Steel Shade, Nosferatu Coil, Gore Riders, Titan's Revenge or Vampire Gaze. That is a bit of a bummer. As for Treasure Class 3, I was surprised to find a bunch of them. Biggin's Bonnet, Inferno Cranium, Sanders Paragon as well, Blinkbat's Form and Vidala's Ambush, Hotspur, Death's Hand, Fell Oak, even found those twice, and Rix's Skin, also twice. From the other useful drops I only found 1 Valkyrie Wing, 1 Ariad's Face. From the Necro stuff I got 2 Homunculus, 2 Blackhand Keys, and 3 Arms of King Leoric. He was definitely a gifted one. I was lucky enough to score 1 Herald of Zakarum, 3 pairs of War Travelers, 47 MF, 48 MF, and finally 49 MF, which left me thinking that the 4th pair would be 50. 3 Blizzard Sword belts, Snow Clash, 4 belts for the Amazon, Razortail. As for Sandstorm tracks, my quest in finding Ethereal one has miserably failed. I got 4 pairs, none of which turned F. Here is some juicy stuff, Skin of the Viper Magi. They dropped 4 times, and once even perfect. And later on I found my first Oculus, and the second one too. Shaco. After finally finding my first Shaco and then a second one, my only question is, why is it still not green? Now let's move to the other stuff and items I found a lot of. Alder's Boots, 5 times. Better they rolled were traps. 3 Bone Hues. I wish to find Ethereal one, it might be the best DPS weapon for Necro Bomber build. 4 times Buriza, for all the aspiring Bozones or Fury Druids. 4 times Chance Guards, even scoring a perfect once with 40 MF. Very cool Druid Pelt. Imagine 2 to Druid skills on it instead of chance to cast. And following Druid Pelts, I got 3 Jalal's mains. 3 times First Burns if anybody wants it. Twice Thunder Gods made their appearance. 6 Goblin Toes, I guess the entire leg went for it. 4 Gold Wraps, eventually scoring the best one with 65% gold find. 5 G Faces. 2 Guardian Angels. 3 Scalders, and again not a single ethereal one. 7 times Laying of Hands, made me feeling extremely blessed. 4 leadless wall, and 1 even managed to roll ethereal. 4 times trunk gloves. 8 mage feast, with 2 of them turning ethereal. It seems like each of the mage feasts had a wizard spike in it. Even though I found 5 rib crackers, I think this one will snap those ribs better. 2 strings of ears. 1 suicide branch that looks more like one of those pencils with an eraser. Bunch of Taurash's belts and weapons, and 2 water walks. And some odd balls to add. Once I dropped triple essence of the Andariel, 7 MF small charm that really tried hard, 15 All-Res GC, 2 Barbarian Combat Skillers, Boazon Skiller, Elemental Druid Skiller, Martial Arts Skiller, decent rare ring with FCR, Strength, Dual Res and Little MF. Even bunch of runes, Pool, Mal and Ghoul. But above all, 14. Holy crap, 14 Geats Fortunes, even scoring a perfect 40% MF1. Unbelievable. I could farm other areas for a couple of months and not finding a single one, and here you get 14 of them. Alright, let's sum it up. Andariel is usually considered as one of the first farming spots, but is it really worth it? Looking at the drops, all those highly sought after items at the start like Shaco, Oculus, Viper Magi, Hawes, Gore Riders, War Travelers do not drop in large quantities even after a decent number of runs on players free. To me, that only suggests that farming Andariel extensively is rather a waste of time, unless you really want those Mage Feast or a quick Geats Charm. Going to Mephisto, who can drop way more useful stuff, or easy area level 85 like Mausoleum, Ancient Tunnels, and soon to be 85 Stony Tomb, is way more attractive considering the 25 hours efforts. Even Pindle and Eldritch, you can make over 2,500 of single runs, or half of that amount of joint runs will definitely give you more interesting drops. Wait a minute, now you may ask, hey, but what about jewelry? Have you found an SOJ? This, my dear viewer, is a different story. Hey guys, thank you for watching this video. It was a long project of mine that started back in December and I wanted to make something bigger and beyond usual stuff. If you found it interesting, please make the right clicks and share your opinion in the comments and in my Discord. The story to be continued, and I'll see you there.